When we are studying organizational behavior, we are going to meet the concept of what are the emotions and what are the moods. Maybe it will surprise you, but this topic has been given little or no attention for decades. Well, what is the reason for that? We believe that there are two possible reasons why this was sort of undercovered field for decades. The first myth or the first belief is that the researchers or the managers were trying to create emotion-free organization so that the employees were not supposed or not allowed to express any emotions, no fear, no anger, just be happy and smiling. So for that reason they were not studying the emotions. The second myth or the second belief that the managers and the researchers thought that the emotions are only disruptive and negative, so that when an employee expresses some emotion, well, it's gonna disrupt maybe our processes or our sales. So again, for this reason, we were not studying the emotions. But as recent research shows, or overall field of organizational behavior, emotions can be constructive and as well contributing. So now you can see the shift of the recent decades. Now we see emotions and moods a little bit differently. So when we think about it, how emotions can be constructive and contributing? Well, if we keep our employees happy, of course they are going to be more constructive, they are going to be more productive. So that is a little bit of overview. Now let's get to the topic itself. As you can see, we have three terms over here. So that we have emotions, then we have the moods, and finally we are going to have something that is called affect. Okay, so let's define these two. Emotions are some reactions to a specific event. So this event can be, let's say this event can be some person. We are reacting to some person, or we are reacting to some event itself. So some event. What can be the example? Let's say that you come to the work and you would like to enjoy morning coffee, but the coffee machine is broken. That is the negative reaction to some event that happened. Then when we continue, these are usually very brief in duration. They usually are for seconds or minutes. So that you got angry because you cannot have coffee, but this feeling is going to last only for a couple of minutes. Then when we continue, they can be very specific and numerous, so that you can be angry, you can be feared of something, you can be sad, or you can be happy. So as you can see, they are very specifically defined. And as well, usually they are accompanied with some facial expression, so that you will somehow with your facial expression show that you are angry or you are sad or happy. Then secondly, now we are moving to the moods. These are much more general and unclear. Well, now we have the first comparison. Emotions have been specific, now the moods are general. These are much longer in duration. They can last for hours or days. And now as well, we have had specific and numerous emotions, but moods are more generals. We are generally seeing them under two dimensions. They can be either positive or negative, and they can have either positive or negative effect. So that, let's say that, okay, we will talk about it later. Finally, these are usually not indicated by expressions. Another comparison. Emotions usually are accompanied with a facial expression, but moods are not. Now the comparison or the relationship between these two, I wanted to get to a little bit earlier. So how do these two work together? Several emotions can construct a mood. So several emotions can construct some mood. Let's keep our example of a broken coffee machine. So you came to work, you have experienced some negative event so that the coffee machine is broken. Then you came to your place and you wanted to start working, but your colleagues were very noisy. And that was another negative emotion, some reaction to persons around you. And now these two emotions have constructed a bad mood. So that now for a couple of hours you are going to be sad or maybe a little bit angry on them. Now the other way of the relationship. Moods, how do moods go with the emotions? Let's say that I came to work and I'm happy. My general mood is that I'm happy, and now I'm gonna have maybe some emotions, or I'm going to react to some events. Well, I came to the work happy and the coffee machine is broken. That is my event reaction. But I'm happy. I don't care. I will take a coffee later when it will be fixed. Then again, I sit down to my place and my colleagues are noisy. But again, I'm happy, so I'm not going to care about that. So you see, there is a two-way relationship between these two, so that several emotions can construct a mood, and then moods are expressed. Let's write it down. Are expressed as emotions. As emotions. Now you see the relationship between these two. And all of a sudden we have affect. That is a very general term that is covering both the emotions and the moods. Let me try to highlight it. So all this we have been discussing can be defined. Oh, and I need to fix my drawing. So all this can be defined as an effect, because that is a broad range of feelings that people experience. So we have three terms from this video, and as well we have seen a little bit of logic how the study of emotions and moods evolve.